Success in business is ironic. To truly win, you must step away from self-interest while mastering the art of fulfilling the desires of others. It's not about what you want, it's about understanding what others need, even if they don't yet realize it themselves. The self-interest principle. People are driven by self-interest. They don't wake up thinking about your business, your brand, or your ambitions. They focus on their own lives, their challenges, and their desires. If you want to capture attention, you need to position your product or service as the missing piece in their puzzle. Entrepreneurs often get this wrong. They pour energy into promoting their company's achievements, listing every feature of their product, and assuming customers will care. But people don't buy products, they buy solutions, experiences, and transformations. Let's bring this idea to life with a conversation between two entrepreneurs. Emma. I've been marketing my new fitness app for months, but no one seems interested. Jake, what's your pitch? Emma. It tracks calories, steps, workouts, it does everything. Jake. But why should someone use it? What problem does it solve for them? Emma. Well, I guess it helps people stay fit. Jake. That's too vague. People don't wake up wanting fitness. They wake up wanting to feel confident, energetic, or less stressed. You need to connect your app to those deeper desires. Emma realized her mistake. She wasn't speaking to her audience's real motivations. She was just listing features. After repositioning her app as the key to unlocking your best self, downloads surged. Her success came not from talking about what her app did, but how it made users feel. Here's another example. A homeowner doesn't pay for a security system. They invest in peace of mind and the protection of their loved ones. A vacation package isn't about flights and hotels. It's about escaping routine and creating unforgettable memories. These emotional connections turn transactions into meaningful choices. Translating features into value to make people care, you must turn technical features into meaningful value. This requires a four-step process. Step into their shoes. Who is your ideal customer? What are their pain points, fears, and desires? Identify features. What does your product or service do? List its core functionalities. Determine advantages. How do these features make life easier, better, or more fulfilling for your customer? Convert to value. Show customers the transformation they'll experience by choosing your product. For instance, imagine Sarah, who runs an online tutoring platform. Initially, she marketed her service by saying, "We offer personalized lessons in math, science, and English." While accurate, this message failed to resonate emotionally. Then she reframed it. Help your child go from struggling student to confident achiever in just weeks. Suddenly, parents could envision the impact, not just the mechanics, of her service. Another example comes from Lisa, a photographer struggling to book clients. Instead of advertising professional photo shoots, she began offering timeless memories that tell your family's story. Her bookings skyrocketed because she tapped into a universal desire: preserving cherished moments. The shift is subtle, but powerful. When you frame your offering around the outcome, not the process, you create urgency and relevance. The psychology of pricing is more than just numbers. It's a psychological tool that shapes perception. When people see a low price, they often assume lower quality. A higher price can signal exclusivity, reliability, and superior value. I learned this early in life. As a kid, I tried selling an old collectible baseball card at a garage sale for $5. No one bought it. The next day, I increased the price to $20 and placed it in a protective case labeled Limited Edition. It sold within an hour. Nothing about the card had changed, only the perceived value had. This happens everywhere in business. Why do some coffee brands charge $5 per cup, while others sell for $1? It's not just about taste. It's about the experience, branding, and perceived value. Take Starbucks, for example. Their coffee costs significantly more than competitors, yet millions flock to their stores daily. Why? Because Starbucks sells more than caffeine. They sell ambiance, community, and indulgence. Customers aren't paying for the drink, they're paying for the story behind it. The power of perceived value. A famous furniture store once ran a new experiment. They placed two identical dining tables in different sections of the showroom. One was labeled at $500, the other at $2,000. The more expensive one sold out first. Why? Because people associated the higher price with better craftsmanship and exclusivity, even though both tables were the same. This concept applies across industries. If you're an entrepreneur, your pricing should reflect the value you provide. If you underprice, you risk being seen as low quality. If you price strategically, you position yourself as premium and desirable. Consider Mark, a freelance graphic designer charging $50 per logo design. Despite his talent, he struggled to attract high-paying clients. Then he raised his rates to $500 and added a tagline, "Logos that build brands." His clientele shifted overnight. Clients weren't buying a logo, they were investing in their future success. Perceived value isn't just about numbers, it's about storytelling. Whether through packaging, presentation, or messaging, you must convince customers that your product is worth every penny, and then some. Winning by serving true success isn't about pushing a product, it's about solving a problem in a way that resonates with people's desires. The more effectively you align with their needs, the faster your business will grow. Take Jake, a landscaper competing against dozens of similar businesses. At first, he marketed himself as affordable lawn care services. Results were mediocre. Then he pivoted to transform your yard into your dream oasis. He started asking potential clients questions like, how would you love your backyard to look during summer barbecues? By focusing on their aspirations, he won over homeowners eager to create outdoor spaces they could be proud of. Similarly, consider Emma's fitness studio again. Once she stopped emphasizing equipment and classes, and instead highlighted the emotional benefits, confidence, energy, stress relief, her membership numbers soared. People weren't joining a gym. They were investing in a version of themselves they wanted to become. Real-life inspiration. To illustrate these principles in action, let's revisit Apple. Steve Jobs didn't sell computers. He sold creativity, innovation, and simplicity. When launching the iPod, Apple didn't focus on storage capacity, 5 GB, or technical specs. Instead, they promised 1,000 songs in your pocket. That single phrase transformed a gadget into a lifestyle accessory. Would Apple have succeeded without understanding human desires? Unlikely. Their genius lay not in inventing groundbreaking technology, but in framing it as indispensable to modern living. Mastering the art of service. So ask yourself, are you giving people what they truly want? Or are you just telling them what you think they should want? Success isn't achieved by shouting louder than competitors or cramming features down throats. It's earned by stepping into your customers' shoes, understanding their dreams and frustrations, and crafting solutions that speak directly to their hearts. When you serve others authentically, providing value, evoking emotion, and exceeding expectations, you unlock a paradoxical truth. The more you give, the more you gain. Master this, and success won't just be an option, it will be inevitable.